Listen, welcome back to season 2 of Trucker Connect. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can stay in tune with the weekly videos that I will be dropping. Listen, if you're anything like I'm feeling right now, my daughter has been in school for 3 weeks, and I'm telling you, the level of emotion that has been transpired during this time is one that cannot even be put into words. And I just wanted to come today as the first day of Churchland truckers in Portsmouth Public Schools and schools across the Hampton Roads area have started. I just wanted to make sure that I came and dropped the video today. First, I just want to tell you, congratulations, you have survived your first day. I think it's important during this journey that we remember that we have to take and allow ourselves to have a level of grace. Understanding that, yeah, this is a new way of learning, knowing that we have to change our daily routines around to accommodate our kids, as well as being able to provide. And not at any point should a parent ever have to choose whether to take and feed their child or whether to take and put them in harm's way. And so I understand the level of emotion that may be existing in this time, but give yourself grace. Understanding that, yeah, virtually doing learning is something new, but in actuality, this whole virtual world is not. Many of us still haven't got a paycheck from the hours that we spend on Facebook and Instagram, but yet we send emails, we know how to search the web, we know how to take in Google, and we know how to take and double tap on pictures. So this virtual life is not anything new. It's something that we've been doing for years, and I think it's time we change the perspective of how we view virtual learning, to know that this is where we are going. This is the future. So it's now a better time for us to take and embark on this full force. Secondly, I need you to understand that some of you have taken and gone out your way to make sure that you create this environment, and to know that you spend all this money, but in actuality, it's not going to make our kids any smarter, or it's not going to make them perform any better. In actuality, of just having an open, quiet space with a clear background where they're able to focus without having people trying to do multiple things around them. That's the best thing that you can give your kid at this time. Not a fancy desk that you had a cheat code on Amazon and it was originally like $100 some and you managed to get it for 20 something because of a glitch. Yeah, not that desk. Or understanding that it's not a fancy pencil, but just you being there, giving them that space, or just encouraging them, that can make the world of a difference. Thirdly, you have got to understand our kids are learning. I had to learn that the hard way. I had forgotten that my 6-year-old was embarking on journeys that I had kind of mastered. And so I couldn't allow my perspective, who I know she is to be, or desire for her to be the tone in which I dealt with her, that I had to give her patience. I had to give her grace, because at 6 years old, she's learning stuff that at 32 years old, I've been doing for a little while. And so allow yourself to be reminded of what it was that you needed as a child, and make sure you don't become the very thing that you hate. 4, don't quit. Churchland, be repping, whatever it takes. And so just understanding, if it's you taking and being honest and say, hey, I need help. If it's you taking and connecting with a support group to find out what other parents or guardians are doing, or taking and having someone hold you accountable, do whatever you do, but don't throw in the towel. Don't say, you know what, forget it, it is what it is. And make sure you continue to engage your kids. Yeah, guess what? We are our kids' greatest teachers. Yeah, for the most part, they spent 8 hours at a school system, but as a parent, we play a major role. Their temperament, how they respond in stressful situations, how their work ethic, the level of compassion and love, they are learning from us. They have learned from us since they got here. And so what better journey or time now than for us to take and go through life with our kids and get back to the basics. Man, it's not about a fancy backdrop. It's not about having all these fancy gizmos and gadgets. It's about getting back to the foundation of love, having effective communication where we're not talking at our kids, but we're speaking to our kids, not allowing ourselves to become easily agitated because of that which we can't articulate. Our kids are watching. And so it's important that we take and lead by an example in which one that we desire for our kids to become. You know, we survived day 1. And yeah, it's like 176 more to go. But guess what? Today proved that as long as you just show up, it may not be perfect, but it's still possible. Change your perspective about how you view virtual learning. Ask for help if you need it. I'm the Parent and Family Engagement Liaison here at Churchland High School. I am here to help you and in whatever way that I can. And then understanding that there's a level of grace that needs to be given. Grace is that which we don't deserve. And so to understand, I may not deserve a pat on my back, but still I'm going to give myself a pat on the back because today I showed up. And tomorrow I'm going to show up. And the next day show up. And the day after that show up. Because guess what? During the process, not only is your student learning, but you're learning. You're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about your student. You're learning more about your family structure. And for the things that have been irritating, this may be the first time where you step back and say, hey, nah, for the last 30, 40 years, this has been my normal, but today I'm choosing to change that. As always, everyone, grace and peace, L2BD, learn, live, love to be different in a world full of copycats. For the next 9 weeks, this is what it is. So instead of fighting it, let's embrace it. Let's work together and do whatever it takes to ensure that our students have a quality education. Grace and peace.